This is Love for the Streets, and welcome to The Ride Along.
Ride with us, slide with us, come vibe with us. Stay cruising with real hitters and dime pieces. Ain't nobody else comparing to the things we on. You got love for the streets, why don't you ride along? Ride with us, slide with us, come vibe with us. Stay cruising with real hitters and dime pieces. Ain't nobody else comparing to the things we on. You got love for the streets, why don't you ride along?
All right, so welcome to the premiere episode of The Ride Along. Today we're featuring this Monte Carlo. We're out here in the city of Ontario, California, and I'm gonna let the owner introduce himself.
What's up? My name is Rick. I'm the owner of 72 Monte Carlo, nickname El Azul, representing Gonzo Family Car Club.
All right, compa, so what do you say? We take a little ride or what?
Let's do it, compa.
All right, man, let's go.
Vaya.
All right, compa, damn, I'm excited, dog. This is a good episode for us. I know that this car means it's important to us, Love for the Streets, because I know that, well, I'll let you tell it.
Well, back when I got this car back in December of 2016, I got it because we grew up in a Monte Carlo like this with my dad. He had a few of them.
All right.
Growing up, but you know, he never had the funds to put it together, but we still rolled in it.
Right.
But when I got it started, I finished it, and the very first show that I took it to was Love for the Street.
Yeah.
An event from Love for the Street, the takeover show, where we did pretty good. We came home with some with a trophy at that show.
Right.
You know, and that's why, to me, when you guys do something, I always support, because I remember those that gave me an opportunity to shine. You know what I mean? And that's my way of giving back.
And honestly, like for people that don't know, like for us, it was very like important. Like not only was your car feet like it busted out, you know, at our show, other cars did also.
Yeah.
But like I feel like if like that's dope that we were able to put on a show where you were, you know, you were targeting for that date. Like I'm gonna finish my car by that date.
Yeah, it was a stressful time during those times. Compa, as a lot of the car guys know, man, we try to shoot for a date and it never ends up that way. But I pushed and luckily I had a good team behind me that helped me put it together, and we met that goal, and I was able to debut there at the takeover show.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's another thing I do remember, because I know I was on stage and I was handing out the awards, and I remember when we called out your number, you know, first place, and we called out your number, and I heard everybody, not only yourself but everybody in your team, like, you know, they everybody was happy, you know, because you guys won. And to me, like, those are moments that I know, like, you know, and I'm explaining it from my point of view, right? That it makes me happy, you know what I mean, to see that we're able to put on something where this car's like I could, you know, I could never do a show again. It doesn't matter, but I'll always have that memory, you know.
Yes,
where
absolutely.
I'll say that show, that car was at my show. That, you know, this certain car, you know, it's beautiful, it's seen all over the world, but it's at my show, you know.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. I know
what's the history on the car, bro? Like as far as like how long you know, to get it to where it's at right now, or, you know, how long ago did you buy it, and et cetera, et cetera?
Well, when I was looking for a car like this, it was about 4 or 5 months that I was hunting, and my I went on Craigslist one day at work, and I found it, and the guy says, you know what, I got about 4 or 5 people that are gonna come look at it. So I told the guys at work, I said, man, I have an emergency, I gotta go. So I went down and I picked this car up in San Gabriel from a lady and a husband that had to move out of their apartment, and they had to sell it. So she sold it to me. I called AAA to tow it home, But the guy said, well, who's it registered? I said, I just bought it. He goes, oh, we can't tow it.
Right.
I got in a little argument with the guy from AAA, whatever. So I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm driving it home from San Gabriel to Ontario. You know, tires are 20 years old. I took a chance. I was excited.
It didn't run.
It was running.
Oh,
We jump started, put gas in it, and we hit the 60 freeway east, man, and we're rolling. And like 2 exits before my exit, I blew out a tire.
Oh.
I blew out a tire, so I got off the freeway, boom. I called AAA again. The guy that picked up the car, the tow truck driver, his dad had him on a car loan, and his dad passed away. So he's like, I don't care if you don't have registration. I'm towing your car home for you.
Right.
So he towed it to the house, and the very next day, man, I started tearing into it and you know, tearing it apart.
You were excited, huh?
I couldn't sleep that night. I couldn't sleep that night, compa.
Badass.
And then, you know, I started separating everything, just going to the first time I built it.
So wait, so this is not the way it's always been.
No. I built
So
it
what
two
is this?
times.
This is the
It's
second
time. that
second
I tore
version
down.
of it.
Yeah, frame off 2 times already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, frame off. The first time it was, you know, stress points on the frame, and then the second time it was full blown wrapped and molded.
Oh, okay.
But the first time we didn't have no chrome. It was just powder coated because it was gonna be just a driver, and I really, you know, I don't know about shows.
How long ago was this?
This is the end of 2016.
Oh, okay.
And then so when we got it, like the summer of 2017, it was done, put together, painted, pinstripe just the body lines, you know, the interior was black, and I was good. I had my LS motor in it, and I was good. But then I said, you know what, no, I can't. You know, that's what I was hearing about the takeover show, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna bust out at the takeover show, and I gotta.
Because I remember that you went to the first takeover we did.
As a spectator.
As a spectator, yeah.
VIP, VIP spectator.
So I do remember seeing you there, and I know a lot of guys that, you know, a lot of times they don't like to go to shows because their car's not ready or whatnot. And me, I'm one of those guys. You know, I haven't finished any of my cars. You know, I end up selling them or whatnot. And so I understand, like, sometimes that's fun too. You know, sometimes it's fun to like not have to deal with like rolling in, setting up, none of that, right? And so I remember seeing you at some of our events and running into it at other shows.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, it led up to you busting out the car. And I hadn't even seen the car, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you one thing, man. When I went to the first takeover show, VIP status, I seen a lot of beautiful cars. And to me, yeah, my car wasn't ready, but to me, that's inspiration. That's motivation.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I gotta get up to par. To me, it's not a competition. We all have the same, you know, ambition. We all have the same drive, and you could do what anybody else could do. And I don't envy another man because of, you know, he has, you know.
You might admire it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to.
Yeah.
These are sweat and tears that you pour into your car, but you know, can't be envious, man. So when I went there, I seen a lot of beautiful cars, and I said, you know what? No, I can't keep that car like that. So I tore it down because of the first takeover show. Tore it down, and I said, you know what? The next takeover show, Gonzo Family Car Club, we're gonna be ready.
That's right.
We're gonna have this car out there. We're gonna be ready. So I made that my goal, and thankfully, I met it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. You have a very beautiful paint job. Who's responsible for the paint job?
The guys that are responsible for this is a father and son team. James, everybody knows that Big Sexy, and his son Chico over at Collision Classics and Customs in Ontario, California.
Okay.
They're the ones that were responsible for doing all this stuff here.
For the body work.
The body work, the paint, the belly, you know, and they actually put it back together for me when I got the frame back from powder coat.
Okay. So they had a big part in the build.
Oh, absolutely. They were the major part in my build.
They were the brains behind the...
Yeah. They're the ones that were taking the heat when the parts weren't on there when I expected them to be on there. Shout out to Sexy and Chico for sure.
And what about the patterns and the leafing and the variegated gold and everything?
They sent the body out to Mike Lamberson.
Okay.
You know, for my pinstriping, my fades, and my the variegated leafing and the silver leaf and gold leaf. He's the one that put that together.
Right.
So yeah.
That's pretty dope, man. Let me ask you this, also, like, I know you have custom wheels on there, like the rims that you have, you know, along with the 520s. Who's responsible for that? Because they're beautiful rims.
The engraving on the wheels were done by rest in peace to Jaime Castañeda.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's the one that engraved them. my homeboy Rick from Wire Wheel Specialties in Phoenix, Arizona, he put the wheels together, he assembled them, he did the design and all that, and he brought them to me from Arizona.
Yeah.
So he's responsible
they're
for the
very
wheels.
beautiful, yeah.
He did a great job. The guy's he's really good at what he does. Been doing it for a long time, so
Right.
got a lot of respect, a lot of love for him.
Right. I know the guy. He's very artistic with what he has. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what about the motor? What motor do you have on this car?
I have an LS1. I have a 5.7 Corvette engine out of a 2000, I believe it was a 2002 Corvette.
Okay.
With the 4L60E transmission, electronic, you know, and we got that all done.
Nice.
It's a stock motor, but we dressed it up a little bit with RAB performance serpentine belt setup.
Okay.
You know, got
So it
that
has a little custom touch to it.
Oh yeah, has a little custom touch to it, but you know, it looks good. Performs.
Yeah. All right. And that's what matters too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I noticed that you have a nice interior. It's not stock, obviously. Who's responsible for this interior, putting this interior together?
The guy that's responsible for the interior is Joe from California Upholstery. Shout out to Joe. Good people, amazing work. They put that together. I didn't know what I was going for as far as the look or the color. I just dropped off the keys and I said, do what you do.
Yeah,
and this is how I got it back. You know, because that's his specialty.
Yes.
And of course, his work speaks for itself. You know what I mean? So yeah, I didn't
guys
give
over
him...
there, they're very precise in what they do.
Oh yeah, he works his magic, that's for sure.
Now let me ask you this, Carnal. What type of hydraulics do you have on this car?
I got some number 11 gears in the front and the back, and I have it's hardline in the trunk, hardline going to the front cylinders, telescoping cylinders in the rear. I got some ADEX dumps, shout out to Andy from ADEX, and some number 8 zigzag valves.
So this baby gets up.
Oh, she moves, she dances. You know what I mean? It's
but you don't.
No, I try not to. They caught me about down in Santa Ana not too long ago. You know, hopping the front end a little bit, but you know, I'm trying to enjoy my car first.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to enjoy it, trying to have a good time. You know, so we can keep doing this.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. So let me ask you this, Rick. What got you into lowriding? What's the history of you with lowriding or with custom cars? Because I know you're into other type of cars.
Yes. When I was a lot younger, I was 15, 16 years old. I owned 3 IROC Z Camaros.
Oh, okay.
One of them had a big block 454 in it, and I was always into speed. You know, into driving fast, into you know, burnouts and stuff like that. And as you get older, you appreciate life a little bit more.
Yeah,
you want to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
I've always had a love for lowriders. Like I said, my dad owned a few Monte Carlos 70s only, super sports. And I built this car thinking of my father.
Right, okay.
Thankfully, God, I still have my mom and my dad. But I thought about him when I built this car, and that was the most biggest day for me, was the day that I showed him the car. It was on a Father's Day.
Oh, wow.
And he was just besides himself because you know, it brought him back old memories. Who knows what he did with his car when he had him, but you know, I've always been into cars. Absolutely. I've always been into cars, but when you're young, you can't afford to put nothing together, man. You know, you get a blowout, you run and go look for.
Or you don't know any better. You
don't know.
You feel like you wash the car, put some system in
and
it,
you're good.
and that's it. Like that's all you need.
You got a primer paint job, and you put armor on your tires, and you're happy. That's how we were happy, you know. And now that thankfully God blessed us a little bit, and we're able to work harder, able to, you know, first take care of my family, and second, you know, take care of my hobby, you know. And this is one of my hobbies, you know. So that's what. It's been a long time, compa, that I've been into cars, you know, and thankfully God, now we can at least put something together, you know, with the support of your family and your friends.
Yeah,
you know,
that means a lot. Yeah, that means a lot too. Because I know I see you guys as a family unit. I know that, you know, and this is another question is, what's the story behind Gonzo Family Car Club? I know that, you know, this car is worthy to be in many car clubs, you know, and shout out to all the car clubs out there.
Absolutely.
But I know that you guys went a different route.
We went a different route because, it's like you said, compa, when you see me, you'll see my family with me.
Right.
You know, and to me, my family is very important. And I said to myself, and I got together with my brothers, shout out to Jairo and my brother Juan, and my godson Junior Fabian, and my son Brian. We decided that we're gonna start our own car club.
Right.
You know, not that we're better than anybody, but we're a family.
Right, right,
You know,
right.
we're a family, and I said, you know what? Gonzo comes from our last name, Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So we tore it down, made it Gonzo Family Car Club.
Right, right, right.
And you know, that's how we decided to start our own little club. You know, and to me, it's pride and joy.
Yeah.
To me, it's pride and joy. And like you said, shout out to all the other car clubs with all respect and all.
And even
But
the
this is
solo riders,
Even the
everybody.
solo riders, yeah.
Yeah.
Because before we started Gonzo, I was a solo rider.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, yeah, I got invited to a lot of car clubs, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna wait. I know my brothers had some projects that were coming out, and I was gonna wait for them, and then that's when we decided we're gonna go with the family,
Right.
Gonzo Family Car Club, and that's what we decided to do.
Yeah, see? And a lot. That's a good explanation, because I noticed that a lot of people they make their car club part of their family.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which is it's awesome too. And you know, for us, like my brother, myself, I know I have a lot of friends from different car clubs, and that's why, like, I want to show love to everybody. That's why myself, I'm not from a car club, and I want to show love to everybody. I want to get along with everybody, and I want to be able to pull up to a show and an event, and you know, just say what's up to everybody without no issues, without nothing, you know. And I know that's very important, to keep that friendship with everybody as much as you can, you know.
Absolutely, man. You know, we're all in this together. You know, at the end of the day, if you're rolling down the street and you see a fellow lowrider member stranded, you will pull over.
Yeah, no matter
Because that's what we do.
what plaque is on his
Oh, man,
car.
you don't
doesn't
even
matter.
see the
Yeah.
plaque. You just pull over because,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
that could be you one day.
We are all one big car club.
We are one big car club,
Yep.
you know, and we just got little cliques that
Yeah. Definitely.
feather off to the sides, compa, you know, and that's the way it is. Pero,
Compa, let me ask you this. So I know that this is a very important project for you, this car, right? Is this your ultimate project, or do you have another car that either you're building, I don't want to give away too many secrets, or you're planning on building where you say, that's my ultimate car, or that's my next project?
I think I have another car that I'm building for my wife. It's a 65 Mustang GT.
Okay.
And we're putting that together. I got another little one on the back burner that we're going to be starting after her car. It has to be done first.
Okay.
You know, but to me, this has more of a value because of my dad. But my next project will both be equally an ultimate project.
All right.
They'll both in this, you know, they'll be ultimate for
And
me.
it's top secret.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
All right.
We're gonna keep that on the low right now, compa.
Right. But you can tell me what it is, and we'll just bleep it out.
No, because if these cameras are rolling, we can't.
All right.
Yeah, we don't, you know, and then we got, you know, pero
I mean, I'll find out.
I know you'll find out.
I'll find out, guys, and I'll put it on there, and you guys will know. I'm gonna leak it. I'm gonna leak the secret, you know.
Yeah, so that's the plan, compa. You know, it's just to, but like you said, man, it's a lot of sweat and tears. We all have the same
Yeah.
opportunities. Take advantage of them, you know, and move forward. Don't sit behind and sit in the back burner. Get
Yeah.
up, get your project started, get it going.
No matter where, you know, no matter where you start.
no
or-
matter where you
Yeah.
start, just start.
Let me ask you this question. I know that it floats around, and people always ask this question. What's your take on this whole bought not built and built not bought? You know, I want to say drama. You know, that goes on. Like, what do you think about that?
To build or bought, it's your preference.
Right.
You know, I built it. Somebody else doesn't want to go through the stress.
Yeah.
They'll buy it,
And they have the money for it.
and that's cool.
Yeah.
And that's cool. If you want to go and buy it, buy it. If you want to build it, you build it to your taste.
Right.
You know, and for me, we're equal.
Yeah.
We're both going to be on the pavement. We're all going to roll down the same street.
Right. No
You know?
matter where you are, where your pockets are, where your quality. I mean your touch.
Yeah, exactly.
Compa, so I know that another thing that is anybody that you want to shout out, somebody that helps you maintain the car or get the car to where it's at right now, like a family maybe, or you know.
Mechanically, whenever I have an issue, thank God not too many. My tech Kike and my tech Frankie are the ones that make sure that they jump on it immediately so we can get back on the road if we need it. But as far as going to an event, going to a show, going to a cruise, you know, I always have to hit up my boy Sam the Buffer.
Sam
you know,
the
he's in
Buffer.
Orange County. Always comes through for me. You know, the guy makes me look really, really good. His work is amazing.
Right, yeah.
But I gotta give Sam the Buffer a shout out, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sam, for always making me look good, bro. I appreciate you.
That's right.
You know. She moves, I don't drive my shit like that. Let's go back. I don't fucking punch it like that. I would just, a veces sí me loco la verga, pues.
Compa, let me ask you this, compa. Last question. What is the legacy that you want to leave for the next generation of car builders, car enthusiasts, lowriders, even anybody that wants to fix up a car? What is it? What's the message that you want to leave for them?
There's one thing that I do want to leave for them is be yourself.
Right?
Don't be a follower. If all you can put on your car are China wheels, then that's what you put on your car, bro.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to try to live to somebody else's expectation when your wallet is not cooperating with you at the same time. You know, and that's what I want to leave as far as a side note for others that are building a car. Do what you can build. Don't overextend yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your
Don't
time
stress
will
yourself
come.
out. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself.
For nobody, because at the end of the day, your head sits on the pillow, not nobody
That's
else's.
right.
You know what I mean? And if that can leave something for somebody out there that's building a car, take that from me.
That's right.
You know? That's right.
That's a good message right there, Don.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to see, for my kids to see this and for them to hear that and say, damn, you know, like, I don't have to stress myself out. You know, I already have the car. You know, I already have the car I want, and you know, that's all that matters. You know, and however you go, whatever your pockets allow you to do, that's as fun as long as you have fun doing it.
But on the same token, compa, don't settle for that.
Yeah.
If you can shoot for the stars, shoot for the stars.
yeah.
If you don't hit them, you keep shooting.
And that's a message that you could use for anything that you do in life. Whatever you do.
Exactly.
That's right. Compa, thank you very much for letting us ride with you and your beautiful car, El Azul. It means a lot to us. Thank you guys for being, thank you and your family for inviting us over. And just thank you very much from Love for the Streets.
Yes, sir. I want to thank first and foremost God for allowing me to be here today, and my family, my wife, my kids, my brothers and sisters that support me 100% throughout this whole build, my mechanics that work on it, my boy that keeps it clean, Sam the Buffer, you know what I mean? And a special shout outs for Love for the Streets. From day one on my first debut, they showed nothing but love. That's why I keep supporting that team, and we're with you 100%, compa.
Thank you.
Fierro.
So there you have it. First episode. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share the video. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we're going to feature another beautiful car. And this has been the Ride Along. Hey dog, do you feel good when you take this car out, dog, and you get like compliments, people, you know, give you thumbs up, whatever, they take pictures of your car? Does that make you feel good, dog? Like,
yeah, it makes me feel good. Of course it makes me really feel good. I think what I get out of this car a lot is pretty much just spending time with my family with it. Me and my brother having a good time with it and everything. Yeah, I mean, it makes us feel really good when people are pretty much, you have a nice car and stuff like that.
yeah, they appreciate it, yeah.
They appreciate it, and it's something that we don't build cars just to go and look for that, but at the same time, it feels good when people appreciate the detail and the hard work that you put into something.
Ride with us, slide with us, come vibe with us. Stay cruising with real hitters and dime pieces. Ain't nobody else comparing to the things we own. You got love for the streets, why don't you ride along? Ride with us, slide with us, come vibe with us. Stay cruising with real hitters and dime pieces. Ain't nobody else comparing to the things we own. You got love for the streets, why don't you ride along?